Hey everyone, this is Jen. You're watching BPD Woman, and this is a BPD short. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a beat. Today's BPD short, I want to talk to you about one simple but yet effective way to deal with your emotional reactivity. Let's get going. So, what is emotional reactivity? Anger, rage, jealousy, guilt. These are very powerful emotions, often sometimes categorized as very negative emotions that literally happen within the split of a second. Less than a second, you can be angry, you can be saying something, you can be thinking something unhelpful, which will then lead to perhaps you saying something negative or unhelpful, and then creating a whole other host of problems. There is an exercise that I recommended not long ago in one of my videos about how to catch yourself being judgmental. Because if you think about it, a lot of times emotional reactivity or anger, they often come from very black and white judgments that we make, right? Look at the way he's driving. Who does she think she is? Why did he think he could say that to me? I can't believe she got the promotion, right? These are all very black and white, extreme, which is a function of BPD thinking, that can very easily set you into emotional reactivity, anger, rage, jealousy, disgust even. And there is one simple, and it may seem very, childish perhaps, or rudimentary, but one thing that helps me when I am feeling these thoughts and then sometimes these actions, or maybe I'll catch myself saying something in the car like, where the fuck did you learn to drive, bitch, something, right? I will say something to myself like, you are not needed here. And I encourage you to talk back to these unhelpful reactions, whether they be physical reactions like a frowning face or a scrunched face, a closed fist, whether it be something like a negative thought coming in your head, or perhaps you're about to start ruminating about something that you're trying not to ruminate on. For instance, I have a client who's been a client for a very long time. We have a very good relationship, and she always pays on time, years and years. But over the last month, she's had a lot of changes. She's asked for a lot of concessions, and I've done it. And but something that's very important to me with my clients is that they keep a very consistent pattern so that I'm not holding times and schedules for people who may not need them. And this week, as I was getting ready to send out my invoices, I started to worry, like, is she gonna change it again? I'm gonna have to have a conversation with her, like, she can't do this, like, she needs to respect my schedule, like, she can't be always doing this. Now, those are legitimate things to bring up, right? Like, if you have a set schedule, if you have a set time that you're holding for someone and you're expecting that income, then yes, it is their obligation to keep that agreement with you. So there's validity there, but what begins to become unhelpful is the rumination. Well, what if she does this, and I'm gonna have to say this, and maybe I better text her up here now, and maybe I better hedge it off at the front. In times like that, when you're beginning to feel yourself going down a spiral, which could lead to reactivity, like sending that text or saying something you don't mean, something to tell yourself is, you're not wanted here, or you're not needed here, you're not helpful here, go away. Saying something like that to yourself quickly interrupts that thought process, and it can even become like a grounding word. Some people have like a physical action they do to calm themselves. Sometimes people will stand just both legs to the ground, or maybe they'll do a yoga pose. Some people may have a mantra. Some people may deep breathe, right? There's something that helps reset them so they don't feel so reactive. And so what I encourage you to do next time that you're feeling reactive, or that you're going to say something, you're going to honk your horn, or you're going to, say something or do something that you don't want to do or that you know later you might regret, but it feels good in the moment, tell yourself, even physically say out loud, you're not wanted here. This isn't helpful. You're not being helpful. Now, why is this important to do? Well, because thoughts lead to words, words lead to actions, and actions lead to behavior, and behavior becomes your reputation of who you are. And so it's that old saying, a stitch in time saves nine. Excuse the noise. A stitch in time saves nine. You're trying to reduce your volatility. You're trying to reduce your extreme black and white thinking. You're trying to improve the nature of your relationships. And a way that you can do that successfully is by cutting down on your emotional reactivity. Let me know in the comments below if this was helpful. My name's Jen. You've been watching BPD Woman Shorts. Until I see you next time, please be effective. Bye-bye.